Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your guys' April general reading. We are going to do a Celtic cross with 3 separate oracle cards. I've got 2 new oracle decks, Moonology and the Wild Unknown Spirit Guide deck. So we're going to be using those along with our regular Workulite oracle. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to be using the singing bowl to clear and connect with your guys' energies. If you guys want to use this time to call on any specific guides, archangels, guardian angels, beings of light that you would like to be here, please feel free to do so. The more the merrier. If you're listening to this on headphones, you may want to turn them down for just a second, because I don't know how loud this is for you guys. It might not be loud at all, and you're like, Caitlin, why are you telling us to turn it down? Just in case, just to be safe. Better safe than sorry, right? So, here we go. Okay, let's get started. Alright, Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Aries Collective. Spirit, speak to me and through me, the Aries Collective for April 2022. Ace of Pentacles, first card out. Current energy, new opportunities to grow your money, to start new businesses, new jobs. You could be switching careers entirely, multiple streams of income, starting a new stream of income. These are all things that are associated with this card. Just getting the feeling of just a really nice new, as we're in your guys' season. You could just have lots of people wanting to work with you, see your potential, kind of throwing money at you. It's a feeling that I'm getting for you guys right now. This could also be just like taking money that you've been gifted or given and investing it and letting it grow, watching it grow. What's crossing you? 9 of Wands. Interesting. That's a crossing energy. You could just be tired, honestly. You could be like go, 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 go. You want to, again, Aries season, it's all about action. It's all about doing. Aries is the initiator of the fire signs, cardinal fire. So you guys are the initiators, and maybe you're wanting to initiate some more things, but you're just feeling a little bit off. Maybe you're feeling like you need to take a little bit more time to recover from some things that you've been through. Take a little bit more time to heal, even. You've got healing here. A really big sense of coming out of a healing space, yet not being completely done healing, if that makes sense. You could have been through something quite traumatic. Losing a significant other, divorce, separation, significant move even. And you've been really taking the time to heal yourself and to kind of integrate, that's the word I was looking for, integrate certain aspects of your life into each other again to make a more cohesive, more balanced life for yourself. But you're definitely coming out of a healing space and moving into work. Like you're, okay, now it's time. It feels right now. I'm ready to refocus on my craft. I'm ready to refocus on my skills, my gifts that I've been given. Wait a minute. Whoops. I definitely feel like, sorry, my back is, I don't know what I did, but I got out of the car and I guess I just looked the wrong way and my whole back was like, nope, this fucking hurts. I need a chiropractor desperately. Anyway, 7 of Pentacles for your guys' future energy, what you're moving into in the near future. This is definitely a feeling of you've put in a lot of work, you've put in a lot of effort, and you're looking at it and like, has it been worth it? Or do I need to raise my prices? I need to ask for a raise. It's like you see your value, you see how much time and effort and energy it takes and that you've been putting in, and you're like, okay, I need to ask for more. I need to get more. This is definitely an overall feeling of raising your prices is what I'm getting. And with this Ace of Pentacles here as well for your current energies, this could be like adding a new service to your, if you own your own business, or if you have like a product line, adding a new product, and that overall is increasing your value. So you're raising your prices is what I'm getting. Whenever I see the 7 of coins, I get just raise your prices. Or if you are evaluating like if something is worth the energy anymore, it could be the feeling of that too, and then cutting that out of your life instead of putting more into it, if that makes sense. Like say you have certain products or you have certain services and you're sitting down, okay, this one brings in this amount of money and this one brings in this amount of money and this one's not bringing in anything. Okay, well maybe it's time to cut that one out then and then focus on the ones that are bringing in money. Chris from Minnow Spirit Pond, I don't know what it's on everybody. He's got like a bajillion subscribers, so I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. But he always says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Essentially is the overall feeling of this. It's like you've put in a lot of work and it's taken this amount of time and you get this amount of juice. You know what I mean? Like, is it worth it? I don't know. All right, above. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. A lot of anxiety in your mind space right now. You could be having a lot of anxiety about money, essentially, finances, about you've got maybe some really big dreams, some really big goals, and you could be having some anxiety about how I'm going to get there. I want this house, but I've got this income, this budget, and I need to work to increase it. I definitely think that if that is the case, you have what it takes. And then the Father of Wands, this is your guys' energy, just fell out as you're supporting your subconscious energy. So that's telling me if you are struggling with anxiety, sleepless nights, even a little bit of like sleep paralysis, I'm getting, there's a solution there with anxiety. I feel like personally it is a terrible, terrible, terrible waste of imagination. We could be doing a million other things with all that energy in our imagination, and knowing how powerful they are. Why would we then use that power to come up with worst case scenario, or dread about the past, or dread what's coming tomorrow, or what's in the future, or the unknown? I would say instead focus on these new opportunities that are coming your way. If you haven't seen them yet, if you haven't experienced them yet, envision them, imagine them. If you could have any opportunity that you wanted when it comes to money, if you could have any life that you wanted, if you could do anything you wanted for a living, what would that be? Use your imagination to envision those things. Use your imagination to envision that beautiful house, and you in that house, and your family in that house, and what you would do with that space, and how you would decorate, all of those things. Use your mental power for those things, and not so much the anxiety side of it, the anxious part of it, because that's not going to get us anywhere but more anxiety and more depression and more lack. Advice from Spirit Four of Wands. Have some fun. Spirit's telling you now is the time to have some fun. Celebrate your birthday, even if you don't feel like it necessarily, even if you don't feel like you have people to celebrate with. Again, maybe you've had like this big shift in your life. If say you're going through a divorce or similar situation and you don't feel like you have anybody to really celebrate you anymore. Maybe it's just you and your pets or you and your kids or whatever, and it's like, well, they can't really throw me a surprise party. Okay, throw yourself a party. It doesn't have to be a surprise party. You can celebrate yourself. You can invite people over. You can invite people out, and it still be a celebration. Spirit's calling you to celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate your life as it currently is, how far you've come, the things that you've done, how much love you have in your life still, and appreciation. I feel like you're very much appreciated and loved. All right. External forces. Let's see what energies are around you, out of your control, having really not much to do with you, but will affect the outcome. So this is like people around you, coworkers, people in your household, just energies at large. It could be on a global scale even. Let's see what we've got. Aries, please. External forces for Aries, please, Spirit. What do we have? What do we have here for Aries? What else? I take fallers, not flippers. I know you guys know that by now, but in case you're new here, that is the way it goes. We set boundaries, even with Spirit, so we know what cards we take and which we don't. All right, Aries, please, Spirit. I will say, though, that the Father of Cups keeps flipping over, so you could have a significant male water energy in your life. All right, external forces, the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of clarity happening around you, a lot of aha moments even. Dear God, I'm so sorry if you guys can hear that. They're playing Halo out there, and it gets intense. External forces. Ace of Swords. There's a lot of people maybe coming to conclusions about things, receiving downloads and some sort of clarity about situations. So it could be that people are sharing this with you, like, oh my God, I just had this big epiphany, or oh my God, this and this happened, and now I realize XYZ. And it's like, you might not be experiencing this sort of clarity right now, but a lot of people around you are. So maybe it's time to tap into that energy, that what am I trying to say? God damn. Nothing. Okay. Whatever. Sort these out. The outcome. The Hanged Man. Okay. Your hopes and fears. The Father of Pentacles. You want stability. You want to be able to support yourself, your family, anybody and everybody who needs it. You want a stable home. You want stable income. You want the millions of dollars from entrepreneurship. And if it's not millions of dollars, you just really want stability through entrepreneurship is what I'm getting. You want to have your own thing. You don't want to depend on anybody. You want financial stability, essentially, and you want to be dedicated to your work. Your fear is that you might not reach that level of independence and financial security within this lifetime. With every hope and fear situation, I always say focus on the hope and quiet the fears, because focusing on your fears is never, ever, ever going to get you where you want to go. And the outcome for this, bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune, the outcome, the Hangman, Pisces energy. Fuck, my back, I can barely move. Sorry, the outcome, the Hanged Man. This is you getting a new perspective. It's putting yourself in a certain situation, in a certain... Sorry. Oh man, I wish I had a soundproof room. Changing your perspective to realize something, to gain a new perspective, it's like self-suspension, essentially. You're putting yourself in a situation that might not be very comfortable, that other people might not understand, but you're doing it so you can see things from a different angle, so you can approach things from a different way. Maybe you felt sort of stuck or sort of stagnant, and you really want to switch that. You want to change that. So you're suspending yourself in a certain way, or putting yourself in a certain situation just to be like, oh, okay, I needed this switch up so I can see things from a different angle, so I can see where my opportunities lie, so I can see who's being honest with me and who's not, so I can evaluate certain things. I really feel like this has a lot to do with finances for you right now. I really feel like you're very focused on how to multiply and utilize your abundance right now. All right, let's get a Work Your Light Oracle. Spirit, what do we have from this deck? Oh my god, okay. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It is happening. Let me get my books. Okay. Lemuria. Mu is one of Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on Earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, we worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal and were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on Earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at a soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding a clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you're alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you're doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. I hold the codes, hold your hand over your heart. I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on Earth. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's do a wild unknown spirit guide. Spirit animal. One card for Aries, please, Spirit. What do we have for Aries at this time? What is their spirit animal? And what do we need them to know? Messages for Aries, please. Messages for Aries, please. Just one card. Thank you, though. Messages for Aries, please. Also, happy birthday to everyone who has already celebrated this Aries season, and happy birthday to those of you who have birthdays coming up. You guys are so special to me, and not just because my North Node is in Aries, so I learn a lot and look up to you guys. I love your guys' energy as well. Okay, just one card though, please, Spirit. Can we just do one, please? What does Aries need to know right now? Spirit guidance. Guidance for Aries, please, Spirit. One Spirit, or for Aries, please, Spirit. Oh, just one. The bottom one? Okay. Oh, Phoenix. For those of you that don't know, that's my son's name. Alright, let's read. Spirit. Okay, this is associated with the first chakra. Freedom from suffering and past karma. Reincarnation. The phoenix represents a transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering for too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The phoenix and the first chakra. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in our first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara, or our root. The ascent of the phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash toward the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. That's pretty cool. I love that card for obvious and maybe not so obvious reasons. All right. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. This is Moonology deck. But you guys are cardinal energy, so that makes sense to me. All right, cardinal. Let's see. $104. Be bold and make the first move. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things, to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you are serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way, to step up as a leader. I'm taking charge of my destiny. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask the Hindu elephant god for help. In astrology, the teaching. In astrology, there are 3 cardinal, fixed, immutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, we each have all 12 signs in our chart for different parts of our lives. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. These are the signs that like to get things started and which are natural leaders. So no matter how you draw this card, no matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. Okay, guys, I think that that is pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to leave it at that for you all. I love you all so very much. Again, happy birthday to those of you that have already celebrated. Those of you who have birthdays coming up, you are very loved, you are supported, and you are celebrated. I'll see you next time. Oh God, my back. Bye.